Hello everybody! Welcome to English for Starters for the 11th grade, the scientific section.
Smoking and your health. In this episode, we're going to talk about 1. Chemicals in tobacco smoke. 2. Respiratory system problems. 3. Exploring the respiratory system.
Millions of tiny but dangerous aliens are invading the respiratory system. The aliens are pulled into the nose when breathing in. The cilia in the nasal cavities trap some aliens, and others get stuck in mucus. But many aliens get past these defenses. After tumbling in air currents, thousands of the invaders enter the lungs. Many aliens implant themselves in the alveoli. The aliens are not tiny creatures from space. They are the substances found in cigarette smoke. In this section, you will learn how tobacco smoke damages the respiratory system.
Chemicals in tobacco smoke.
With each puff, a smoker inhales over 4,000 different chemicals. Some of the most deadly chemicals in tobacco smoke are tar, carbon monoxide, and nicotine.
Tar.
Tar. The dark, sticky substance which forms when tobacco burns is tar. When someone inhales tobacco smoke, some tar settles on cilia that line the trachea and the other respiratory organs. Tar makes cilia clump together so that they can't prevent harmful materials from getting into the lungs. Tar also contains chemicals that have been shown to cause cancer.
Carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide. Some substances, including tobacco, produce a colorless, odorless gas when burned. This gas is carbon monoxide. This is dangerous to inhale because its molecules bind to hemoglobin in red blood cells. When carbon monoxide binds to hemoglobin, it takes the place of some of the oxygen that the red blood cells usually carry. So they carry less than their normal load of oxygen throughout the body. To make up for the lack of oxygen, the breathing rate increases and the heart beats faster. Smokers' blood may contain too little oxygen to meet their body's needs. Nicotine.
Nicotine. Another dangerous chemical found in tobacco smoke is nicotine. Nicotine is a drug that speeds up the activities of the nervous system, heart, and other organs. It makes the heart beat faster and raises blood pressure. Nicotine causes addiction or physical and psychological dependence. Smokers feel an intense need or craving for a cigarette if they go without one. Addiction to nicotine is one reason why smokers have difficulty quitting. Nicotine patches or nicotine gum can help ease this need.
Respiratory system problems.
Tobacco smoke harms the respiratory system in several ways. For example, because their cilia can't sweep away mucus, many smokers have a frequent cough. The mucus build-up also limits the space for airflow, decreasing oxygen intake. Because they are not getting enough oxygen, smokers may not be able to participate in vigorous sports. Long-term or heavy smokers may be short of breath during light exercise. Some serious respiratory problems can result from long-term smoking. Over time, smokers can develop bronchitis, emphysema, and lung cancer. Tobacco smoke is the most common preventable cause of major illness and death.
Exploring the respiratory system.
On its path into the lungs, air passes through several structures that clean, warm, and moisten it. Once in the lungs, the oxygen in the air can enter your bloodstream.
Nose. Air enters the body through the nostrils. The lining of the nose is coated with cilia and mucus, which trap particles and warm and moisten the air.
Bronchus air moves from the trachea into the right and left bronchi. One bronchus leads to each lung. Part of each bronchus is outside the lung and part is inside. Epiglottis. Larynx.
Pharynx. Air moves downward from the nose into the throat or pharynx. Part of the pharynx is also a passageway for food.
The trachea leads from the pharynx to the lungs. The walls of the trachea are made up of rings of cartilage which protect the trachea and keep it from collapsing.
Lungs. After it reaches the lungs, air moves through smaller and smaller bronchi until it reaches the alveoli. In the alveoli, oxygen passes into the blood and carbon dioxide passes out of the blood.
Here we come to the end of this episode. For any questions or suggestions, please contact us on the following addresses. See you. Bye-bye.